You ready? Yo, what's up guys? This is Casino Rib. We're back for another video. Today's going to be the garment showcase. We're going to be going over a bunch of different items that are like very nice, very well refined and whatnot. And today I have a very special guest with me today. None other than the infamous Softy.
Hey guys, what's up? Softy. I'm a seller, collector, more or less. I've been doing it for the past 3 years, constantly researching, buying items, selling items, collecting them for my own personal wardrobe and just kind of historical reasons to keep them. The most notable thing I guess I've done is probably the 20 Days of Cav Empt, which was an article, a feature on Grail that me and the Garmentist did. Shout out Garmentist, you know who you are.
Yeah.
That OG from way back in the days. Just talking about the brand, showcasing some pieces and having a lookbook. It's pretty cool. Just check it out if you want. What I'm trying to get into next is going into rentals and then also just kind of sharing the brand knowledge. I'm trying to figure out how to present that in an interesting manner because there's a lot of information that isn't shared. It's more on a front-facing basis, I think, just showing off garments, and I'm trying to give more substance to what it actually is. So
There's definitely very hard to kind of scour into the history behind like a certain garment, like on your own spare time and whatnot. Like to put in the effort is like pretty worthwhile.
Yeah, putting in the effort to find the piece, and putting the effort to research the piece, and then putting the effort into putting some sort of creative display of it, output, does take a lot of time, especially if it's just for one item.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you know as well.
Let's go with the first one and see how it goes.
First one we're doing today is a Junya Watanabe piece. It's from Spring/Summer 2005. The collection was mainly focused on hiking and outdoors gear. The piece is this really cool bag at this point. One of the cool things about this bag is that it's actually a jacket. It's a collaboration with Gore-Tex and Goldland, as I mentioned previously. It features this really cool acid green color. As I mentioned before, Gore-Tex, it's really a technical piece. A lot of buttons, straps, everything you could possibly want in a outdoor jacket. One of the more louder pieces for sure, but it's one of my personal favorites just because it's the acid wash. You don't really see it too often.
I have the same jacket but like in a brown colorway, but then compared to this is like something else.
This just screams a bit more. If you're gonna wear it, it's the statement piece of your outfit. Yeah, sure. Just one of my personal favorite collections that I currently am collecting and trying to find pieces. So if anybody knows or has any piece, hit me up. Especially if you got the cargo jacket and the acid wash, that's what I want. We're going to talk about these Comme de Garcons, another brand that I mentioned earlier I collect. It's from the autumn-winter 2011-2012 season. It is these lovely pairs of Floral Trousers. I have 2 different iterations of them. The whole collection was really inspired, or the theme of it was very, sorry, let me take one.
That's cool.
The collection is called Decadence, and kind of as the title describes, a lot of the fabrics are kind of over the top, exuberant, and flashy to say the least. The whole vibe of the collection is very, very slouchy as well, so a lot of the pants from the collection are actually double pleated trousers for the most part, and they're cut very, very wide in the leg. Something that is kind of reminiscent of a pajama pant in a sense.
Oh yeah,
that's the vibe I get from it when I wear it. Comme is known for using Goldland Tapestry Factory for some of their pieces, notably Spring/Summer 2000, which was the first time, at least in my knowledge, that they've used this factory before. So the fabric is actually tapestry, which is a very time-consuming process to make the fabric. When you flip the garment inside out, you can actually see the weave of the fabric, which is really interesting to see in a piece because most of the time if you flip it inside out, you're not going to see anything really. It's all front-facing. But this, you can actually see all the knit and the details. The garments do have substantial weight to it as well, which is nice. So will keep you warm in the winter. Very relaxed, easygoing, and very comfortable throughout the leg.
The thing that I love most about this piece is just not just like the way in which it's constructed, but also like how you say the golden weave that you mentioned before.
Yeah.
Like just like the aesthetic, and then maybe like underneath like certain type of lighting, Or kind of glimmer.
Yeah, it does have that bit
Yeah.
of like tinsel or whatever it may be in the fabric that does give off this sense that some glitter was kind of thrown on it or put in it somehow. It's very subtle, but when you catch it, it's a very nice touch on top of it. So
Very cool.
yeah, and that is that. Now we're going over to the Yohji, my favorite, my freaking favorite. Jumping over to the third and final item, we're talking about Yohji Yamamoto, my personal favorite designer at the moment. At this point in time, I've been doing a lot of research into him, putting a lot of effort into it. I really mess with his design philosophy and his overall aesthetic, more so the older stuff.
Would you say that that his philosophy like kind of goes into the clothing, or like it makes the clothing have a little bit more substantial value?
The more I research him, the more you see the philosophy in the clothing and what he was the message he's trying to convey throughout his career. And you see it in the pieces, as I mentioned. So yeah, to answer your question, yeah. The piece I'm going to talk about now is the Spring/Summer 2001 collection by Yohji. It's one of my personal favorites. When you look at the runway photos, it doesn't seem all that significant, but again, back to Yohji philosophy, he focuses more on the fabrication and the cut of garments over the kind of the face value of it, so you don't really understand the item until honestly you can feel it in hand.
Definitely.
I feel like that's true for most of the pieces I've ever picked up by Yohji. So in this collection, it was mainly a more kind of standard cut. I mean, most of the Yohji stuff is kind of standard cut, like silhouettes, at least the older stuff is. And there are a bunch of other really cool items, but the one I'm going to talk about today is this bad boy.
Goddamn, man.
Yeah, it's a massive, but for a good reason. So this is the Spring/Summer 2001 Crinkle Floral Silk shirt. And a long-ass name. Has a lot of cool features to it. I believe the floral is actually water painted now, just based on some more research I've done. I could be incorrect there. But it looks like it's water painted on there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's just printed onto the fabric.
No.
Like, it's definitely more that goes into the construction.
Yohji is known for using local manufacturers and artists within Japan and using traditional Japanese techniques when he makes the garments. So that's part of the reason why the price point is so high. It's manufactured most of the time, at least the earlier seasons, solely in Japan. Kind of how this piece is cut, it's cut really wide in the body and very, very long, with the intended purpose. I think I mentioned before that it's meant to be worn tucked in, so you get this nice billowing effect on the top portion. It's kind of top heavy look. It catches even a simple breeze, and it's very, very breathable as well when you're wearing it. It's super comfortable. But yeah, really cool piece.
Out of all three of those, which one do you think is like your favorite piece and why?
I think the Yohji is probably my favorite. Like I mentioned. Like I said, I'm really big into Yohji. I do like I'd say the Yohji florals, this Yohji CDG, and then Junya I probably wouldn't wear as much just because I'm not super loud.
Like it's not as much your style compared to like what you wear.
Yeah, the other two are much more my style. I really like floral prints. Which is kind of weird for most people. But I don't know, I like the kind of vibe it gives off. So it matches my personality. What about yours? Which one would you wear? I feel like you go with the Junya.
I don't know, I feel like in the beginning I would have gone with the Junya piece, just because like I remember early back in the day I was into like streetwear and whatnot. But I think nowadays I'm more into the CDG pants for sure.
Yeah.
Like maybe the beige colorway, like with the Neo Boy long sleeve or something like that.
Yeah.
It looks very comfy.
Very, very comfy.
Okay guys, that's about it for today. Dude, that was like really, really sick information that you provided us for today. That was like
thanks, man. Yeah. Try to do my best. Again, if someone has more information, just let me know.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Links in the description below.
You know it, man.
You got ribs, you got mine.
Yeah,
you know the deal.
Alright guys, it's been good. Peace.